Oh, thank goodness. Only did one thing that doesn't make sense. What? Oh, it must have been when I went in the park. I don't play this. Okay. God's be fucking with me. Oh my gosh, this is a vibe. Really debating with Kava. Oh yeah, I do really want to try out that freaking That's crazy. James Harden to the soul. Yeah, I really want to try that salmon from Kava before it goes. Shit, let me make sure I get everything together. Oh, that's how I was trying to go here. I can't believe I'm going to see Slater in September. Where are my headphones? Here are my headphones. Eh. Hello? Can you hear me? What is going on with my shit? My mic is on. It's like it was there and it stopped. What the hell? Ooh, I have to wash my hair all the time. That's weird. me delete some stuff. Where's my space for my system right now? Oh yeah, I gotta delete some stuff. This stuff is blowing me. I'm about to just do all this stuff real quick, and then I'm gonna play this game. I'm tired of shit not selling. Cause it eventually sells, and I'm just like, I gotta keep doing this over and over. That's a car just driving by. that's why I had to bring it back.
Puts his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he's like, "You wanna fuck? Why you not fuck?" And I've never seen a guy run so fast, covering his own ass. All that was left was a trail of wet noodle. Thank you for that.
Oh, of course he could.
And of course, my dad's a smart ass. He was like, "I guess he just wanted the spoon." That one was just for me. Doesn't even matter. But what was cool about my parents owning a convenience store is I could steal liquor and sell it at school. Yeah, I was the #1 retailer at Baker Junior High of Old English 800, St. Ides, Mickey's Big Mouse, Night Train, Mad Dog 2020, and Bartles and James wine coolers for the white girls. You'd be surprised how fast I became the cool guy. The same people that were calling me like Ching Chong Chinaman and Jimmy Shimmy Cocoa Puff, they were like, "J-Dog, what up, man? Jimmy S, he knows where the party's at, dude. Come hang with us, man." Man, and then I remember I started selling weed because I wanted to be the one-stop shop. Because I'm Asian, I turn everything into a business, okay? And then the grams turned into eighths, and the eighths turned into ounces. And when I was a kid, I had a vision board on my wall. And it was my dad's vision board. And it said, "Jimmy Shin, attorney at law." I'm all for vision boards, but it has to be your vision board. You know what I mean? If it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, it'd be like, "My dad has a dream." But I would look at it and I'd be like, one of these days I'm going to get to law school. And it worked, you know? But at the same time, my parents raised me in a convenience store. You know what kind of lowlives hang out at the convenience store? People like Prince hang out at the convenience store. You got the pimps, the prostitutes, the drug dealers, and those are just my friends. And I get into law school, right? And I don't know how. Well, I know how. Because my dad would have kicked my ass if I didn't get in. I remember when I was a kid, if I didn't listen to my dad or get good grades, my dad would hit me with the love stick. Yeah, on it, it'd be like one side of it said love and the other side said discipline. So to my dad, love was discipline. But at the same time, he taught me Taekwondo. So it'd be like the kind of fucked up karate kid where he'd hit me and I would block it. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And you'd get so mad because I'd block all the hits, right? I think that's why I didn't learn any discipline. Because I blocked them all because of the Taekwondo. And then even in law school, man, I was selling like so much weed. It's mind-boggling to think back now. I was selling like 100 packs every few weeks. I mean, that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I didn't even blink an eye. And of course, one night, I get a knock on my door. 17 agents have crumbled, if you will.
Damn.
Going to jail.
18-17.
Part of it was what my parents did. My dad calls me up. He goes, "You bring shit to me." Times. Everybody's screwing up right now.
20-17.
Innovation. outpatient treatment. And for you guys that don't know what goes on in outpatient treatment, basically the patients in there teach you how to do it better. It's like jail, and how to beat the system. And also, I would have to call every week to see if my color pops. That means if your color is selected, you'd have to go pee in front of the probation officer for all you people that haven't been arrested. And so the guy in the outpatient, he goes, next time your color pops, dip your finger in chlorine and pee on it, and it'll come out clean. So I call one day, and it's my color. So I go in front of the PO. I dip my finger in chlorine before the appointment, and I'm peeing all over the place. Just to let you guys know, that doesn't work. I see a few people from Tacoma that are on probation that are thinking about trying that. And while I was playing this game with myself, I ended up overdosing at a strip club while I was getting a lap dance. Yeah. The stripper stripped me of my pills, stripped me of my money, stripped me of my dignity, and I woke up in the hospital with a tube down my throat and a tube down something else that really hurts. And I wake up in the hospital, didn't even know where I was, and the doctor comes and says, I almost died choking on my own puke. But that wasn't the crazy part, you guys. The crazy part was 3 days later, I was out drinking and doing coke again. Again. And I didn't want to come down and face myself because I knew that I was suicidal or crazy, probably both. And I remember coming down off that high and saying the most sincere prayer I've ever said in my life. And that's, God, please help me. God, please help me. And I'm not going to say I had a spiritual experience or anything, but something shifted. Because after that, while still on probation, I ended up finding stand-up comedy, you guys. Today, I'm doing what I love for a living. I'm doing it with all my friends. And I'm living my best life. So the moral of the story is sell drugs and all your dreams will come true. Now, the moral of the story, the real moral, is I don't know what you guys are going through right now, okay? But don't lose hope, because the worst thing that ever happened to you could be the best thing that ever happened to you. So, right before the pandemic, you guys, I experienced a miracle.
It's risky.
My dad finally came around, okay? Because he was so pissed off that I got arrested with selling drugs while he was sending me to law school. Like, I would call him up and say, Dad, I need book money. I need more books. He goes, books again? But then I would like sell it, like buy drugs and sell it, like just stupid shit, right? And right before the pandemic, I had a show in my hometown here at a club down the street. And I didn't know if I wanted to invite my parents, just so much history and, you know, all that stuff. And I didn't want the pressure of like my parents seeing me live. And at that time, a friend of mine's mom had passed away. And she said she would give anything to hear her mom nag at her one more time. And so I didn't want any regrets. So I invited my parents. They came out. They brought 10 of their friends that didn't even speak English. They didn't even have a translator. Later on, I found out they brought those 10 friends because they thought nobody else was going to be there. And it was a sold-out crowd, much like this. And right in the middle of my set, my dad stands up and starts filming me with one of those old-school camcorders. He had a camera on his phone. And he had this giant camera. And you're not supposed to film at comedy clubs. And The security guard didn't kick him out because they knew he was my dad, and plus he doesn't listen because he's stubborn, like me. And so he just kept filming me during my set. And what I realized is he was that proud of me. He was that proud of me. He recently discovered Facebook, you guys. Yeah, and all of a sudden he's like my biggest supporter. He writes on my wall like, "You are #1 comedian in the world."
Oh,
Very handsome man, right? And it's embarrassing because he writes this shit like every day, the same with like really crazy emojis and like hearts and stuff. Like I don't think he got the emoji game yet, and I erase it because it's embarrassing.
I should at least be able to get this done. So what's the other one? Oh, do I have to play full games for both of these? I need to grab a hoodie. I might.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Joel Embiid out there with Gordon. Then there's Carter. Then it's Ball, and it's Morrison in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, we've got Tatum, Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Anthony in at the small forward.
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here's Ball.
I got him.
Gordon with a screen on Doncic. Ball, the pass. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
The three
Press
from
the
Tatum.
boards, man. Crush
You
it.
got it.
Come on.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
17-foot shot on the way. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket.
Well, you look at Gordon's shooting percentages over the last few years. He tries to take high percentage shots.
Down low. Here's Porzingis.
Yeah, to start that play, he sets.
Okay, I'm not proud of this, and I've only told a few thousand people, so don't judge me.
A solid screen, and then gets rewarded for it.
Ball kicks to Gordon. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last.
Damn it.
by Ball.
I'll be gone for that.
Gordon against Taylor. Here's Porzingis. And he slams it down. Right on top of Joel Embiid.
You know, sometimes Porzingis can fall in love with his jumper, so it's good to see him go.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last 2 seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Morrison gets the bucket.
Look, you got to push that ball anytime you can. Get out and run.
You got him.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Carter. Good work there as it goes.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Lets it go from the wing. Carter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he saves the possession in emphatic fashion. Their great work on the offensive line.
Doncic outside. Porzingis against Embiid. And here's Anthony from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out.
Ball, this is the corner. New York trailing. Tatum wide open, he fires one. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he gets everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New York ahead, up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've got Anthony. There's Jaylen Brown. And it's White in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point chance here for him. And he's such a big guy. Porzingis can just power through a foul and convert the feed.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Knicks. Richard comes in for White. Los Angeles trails by 6. Now, Tom. Yep, that one goes in there.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns, big as a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting.
What the fuck was that?
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Anthony, the 3. Here's with the rebound. Harper against Tatum. Harper the pass to Pierce. No good on the 3.
We're not nearly have that many shots.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis
That's at 5 from 18. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Paul Pierce.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Knicks, Doncic is checked in for Anthony, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Pritchard. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
Who's got Jalen?
Up top, Porzingis.
Hey, heads up!
Pass to Doncic.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size.
And here are the Knicks now. There's 39 seconds left in the first half.
Oh my fucking God.
Able to get the time basket there. Doncic passes to Porzingis.
That's bullshit, bro.
Porzingis has got 13 points.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis, is hot tonight.
I'm always getting drives when I'm trying to fucking get a shot. Fucking God.
To the inside. Pierce with the steal. O'Neal from long range. It's good from long range.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for New York. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is at
Something? And it wasn't even one of our good towels, you guys. Some towel. Every couple has
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spot, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Carter's out there with ball. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Morrison. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Ball with the bucket.
I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Porzingis stolen by Ball. And here's Embiid. Back to Ball.
Oh shit. I was stopped. I was stopped. I was worried in case he was gonna block that.
New York trails by 3. Anthony kicks the table. Anthony. To the middle. Trying to find it to him.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was.
I don't know why he didn't follow that.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Okay, I need this one because I'm trying to get shit.
First minute and a half of basketball here.
Trying to lead so I can go and get Kava before it closes. Someone better get that block, baby. And we get it. And we get it.
Now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Knicks. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to have a discussion on the side.
A cheat code. It's like AB, 1, 2, 1, 2, start. She comes in like 3 minutes, like I do. And then we could go watch our favorite TV show, 90 Day Fiancé. You know what I'm saying? You know what else is difficult when you are quarantining?
Fuck? How the fuck is the next one coming 45 minutes? That doesn't make sense.
And have some time alone. Prince likes to have some time alone once in a while.
That doesn't make sense. How are these just scheduled, bro? What the fuck happened to the bus? Shit's fucking stupid.
One night, I finally had some time alone. She went to go get some supplies at Costco. And I brought out the good porn, you know, with the fetish shit you don't want people to see. I brought out the good lotion, you know, the kind of lotion that costs like $50 with glitter in it. Prince knows. He's got some on right now. I don't know how he got it on his chin, but I don't ask questions.
Line. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni.
Timeout.
Coach is going to
Timeout.
talk some things over
Oh,
with
that's
the
fine.
team.
Let me
Might
check the
be
weather.
seeing something to adjust.
Like it's the weekend. We could celebrate tonight. You can't bring me down. Got my hands up. Play that song again. Take me higher, higher. Where I'm living. Like it's the weekend.
And Los Angeles with some changes. O'Neal's check in for Embiid. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Morrison. And it's Harper in for Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. Right on the bucket.
That's
Anthony's
bullshit,
got
bro. I know it's City Mello, but damn.
Display. Anthony showing he can beat you with the floater as well.
a kick out to Towns.
Thank goodness.
Good on the putback. And Los Angeles leads by 3.
Boxing out so important. Second chance points can be a factor.
Here's Anthony. Goes careening off the glass.
Well, the thing is,
So it seems like if you're playing that, man, you got to make sure you're on point.
Gordon's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Anthony down low. He's guarded by Harper. That's tipped.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
There's Towns. Again, Los Angeles.
The pull-up jumper is not only tough to master, it is tough to defend. Definitely got to use the clock here to get the last shot.
Ah,
but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
oh my fucking gosh. It takes forever. Let me fucking... I don't care about the fucking fans, bro.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni.
Timeout.
Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The first one falls.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Damn! Oh, of course they're not going to get the replay for that. That one's sorely. Good shot.
That could have gone into something else.
I'm sorry if anyone is face hitting Mello. Goodness gracious. Sorry.
Shot was off the mark this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles leads by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Get the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great.
Well, I wanted that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get number 4.
Bro!
So with Horford sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Jason Tatum is out there with Anthony. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic.
Fucking Luka is not defending like this, bro.
Launches it. Pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense.
That's bullshit.
Relentless on the offensive side. Tatum always looking for Well, we talked about ice in his veins a lot, but this
Oh, Albemarle.
One misses. Los Angeles leading by 3.
That's why we fucking like Cat, bro. Let's go.
a soft touch from Town.
What I had never known before about Yee is that Yee's upper was Dirk until I compared Cat and Yee. Because I'm like, their leaner fadeaway is so the same. That is bullshit.
To see Harper step up and deliver.
New York trails by 5.
That's just, yes.
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket, and Tatum rarely disappoints.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Let's go, Cat. Thank you.
Terrific kick-out pass. That's what we call a winning play.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And Benyama, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here we've got Brunson. Stand by Gordon. There's the jumper. Nice one.
Well, Gordon is best known as an
That first game trained me for this.
But there's more to his game than just that.
Anthony.
That's on me. I should have peeked it faster.
That narrows the gap to 7. And so he hits both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more possessions, and things could really get interesting.
Oh, come on. He was supposed to get that. No one wanted to step the fuck up.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside. Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
New York calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Anthony fires.
That's bull.
I love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
In his 1 year of college, Dylan Harper did a little bit of everything at a high level. It'll be interesting to see how that success
How's it nice?
to the NBA.
Now here's Tatum. Jalen Brunson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well,
They just saying a full game? I'm like, yeah, it's too many bad to not at least be in the top 3.
It's the shocker. Did you get it? Did you? It's a sideways shocker. That's how. Hey, me and the tall guy in the back with the hat. That's how we're pointing now. 2025.
Yeah, I just want to check this real quick.
You got it. Okay. That's two.
hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. What an intriguing game we've got for you tonight. One tremendous college player will be included in the lineup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Bosh. And it's Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Los Angeles, we've got Gordon. LaMelo Ball is out
Is
there.
this really a
Carter.
full game?
Then there's Embiid. And
He turns to Peter and he's like, Peter, just remember that the great power comes. Great responsibility. I love that part of the movie. It doesn't make any sense to me though, because I don't know if you guys remember.
If y'all should at least check out while we facing. Okay, I'm wearing this hoodie, I'm gonna wear this hat, and carry my other hat. Which my other
welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. It's a very unique broadcast for you tonight. You'll see a fresh face from the collegiate level in the mix. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So with Love on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Chris Bosh is out there with Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Irving. And it's James in at small forward. And for Los Angeles, we've got Carter, Aaron Gordon out there with Morrison. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Ball in at the point guard position.
Here we go.
The tip-off goes to Cleveland. Outside Irving. And it's off from three-point range.
Lost. Oh, well, 14 is dead. What do you want? I'm actually lost. Yeah.
Right wing. Here's Morrison. And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, he was ready to fire that ball the moment it hit his hands.
Doncic passes to Bosh.
That's on me.
Back to Irving. Here's Ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, a master from the mid-range. Bosh, fantastic at getting his shot off.
About 1 minute into the first quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
Kicks it out to Carter. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and the offense.
Now here's LeBron. The three for Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady roll from outside.
And the shot is good.
That was a sweet one right there.
To the paint. Here's Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Doncic against Ball.
Morrison.
To the hoop from downtown. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Ball. Gordon's got 6.
And I like how he didn't have a great look, kicked it, and they end up with the triple.
Here's Irving. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early,
Here's James. He hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense.
And Doncic missing.
And even against defense as you almost expect him to still bury those.
Embiid, no good. And Davis can't get it to go.
well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here is Carter. And there's the call on Bosh.
Sports hernia is, that is when you try and get back into pickup basketball at 36 years old, okay? Things don't stretch or move the same way, okay? I was going to the doctor. I was like, oh,
I'd be sick to get Joe, you know.